But we're going to start off today and start off this stream by talking a little bit about the game. And this is normal. This is normal. Players have bad spells. Players have bad stretches. Like, Angel Wilson no-showed a finals and became the GOAT. And everyone being like, oh, Angel Wilson, it doesn't matter if she no-showed the finals, she got them there. Then it shouldn't matter that Caitlin Clark no-showed in the clutch because the only reason they were in the game was because of Caitlin Clark. It's kind of as simple as that. Like, they don't win the game if not for Caitlin. They're not in the game if not for Caitlin. But this was the worst clutch performance of her career, which was, and by the way, which immediately was right after what, until making 2 free throws, was the best clutch performance of her career. It just was. Even in overtime, up until that last possession, she was superb. She just played she's missed 2 free throws and then had a calamitously bad possession. This happens. Every player has gone through this. The problem is with Caitlin Clark is that I don't think people get it. That people will judge a regular season game in August as if it's game 7 of the finals. Why? Because she's the only thing people care about in this league. It's a fact. It is a fact. Caitlin is the only thing people care about in this entire league. And the league have done a really bad job of that. They have done a real bad job of making anybody else the story. Because if we're being real here, this shit happens. This happens. In game 1 of the finals last year, the Phoenix Mercury have a chance to steal a game in Vegas and get in complete control of the series. Alyssa Thomas on the free throw line. Tie game. Brick. Vegas go down and score. Or were they up? They might have been up 1. And she bricked 2. And they went down and scored. The whole final changed. And the whole way the finals went changed. And the Mercury got swept. Nobody cared. We've seen Angel Wilson brick. Angel Wilson airball. She was superb in overtime. But she had multiple chances to tie or take the lead late in that game and missed them in regulation. We've seen Stewie in the WNBA finals, might I add, game 5. I know she hit the 2 free throws and sent it to overtime. What did she do when it was a tie game 1 possession earlier before she got bailed out by the referees? Brick. Everybody makes boneheaded plays. When that ball got thrown to Chelsea Gray, when the inbound pass was so badly thrown that even if Chelsea Gray had caught the ball, the Indiana Fever could have fouled her inside the 3-point line, and under no situation, even if she was shooting, do they lose the game. Aaliyah Boston gets a rush of blood to the head and bats the ball towards Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull's not watching the game, doesn't have any idea what's going on, and waits. And then Aaliyah, instead of running out to Chelsea Gray, runs towards Lexi Hull and leaves Chelsea Gray wide open. It happens. It's basketball. It all happens. Kelsey Mitchell against Chicago Sky earlier in the year. They're up 3 with 6 seconds to go. The ball gets inbounded to Kelsey rather than Caitlin. She didn't even get to shoot the free throws because she literally ran past the ball, fumbled it, the Sky get it, and then on the defensive possession, Raven Johnson gets subbed in for defense, and Raven and Kelsey fuck up a communication and leave Sky wide open. It happens. It's basketball. It is basketball. And I don't get why people are don't understand. It's basketball. It's a long season. The season lasts 44 games. A random game doesn't matter. a random game, especially when the regular season title means nothing. It does not matter. Manuel Neuer is the greatest goalkeeper of all time. We've seen him drop balls into his net. We've seen Cristiano Ronaldo miss a penalty in a Champions League semi-final against Bayern Munich in extra time when they would have destroyed Chelsea in the final. We saw Arjen Robben in the final miss a penalty in extra time that would have won them the game against Chelsea. All of these things happen in sports. Kelsey Mitchell missed the free throw too. She literally missed the free throw too. Let's not forget the only reason why Caitlin Clark got free throws in the first place is because Kelsey Mitchell missed a free throw. Everything in this game, there's stuff that happens in basketball. They all happen. There has never been a team or an individual that has been under this type of microscope. And that includes LeBron James. That includes LeBron. Like, no one gave a flying fuck in 2016 when the LeBron James Cavs lost by 40 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Heck, people cared more about this than people cared about the Aces losing by 53 points last year. The Aces lost, by the way, and it wasn't just they lost by 53 points. 2 games earlier, they lost by 30 to the Lynx. They lost to the Lynx by combined 83 points in a week. And you know what? People don't care. Why? Because you're expecting teams to bounce back. There is talk about, okay, what's happened to this team? What's happened to this team? Can they figure it out? Is it done? Not, this team's terrible. A'ja Wilson's actually terrible. She's the worst player in the world. You know, they should trade A'ja Wilson and run through Chelsea Gray or run through Jackie Young. Like, it's weird. It's just weird. And I'm someone who's followed all aspects of basketball. And the last time I can remember this happening is like every single playoff performance from LeBron James prior to winning his first title. After 2011, that entire 2012 playoff run, before the Boston Celtics game, was every bad performance he played was a big thing. But people didn't care about the regular season like this. Look, the regular season doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. As long as you don't, as long as you are not 8th, unironically, the Indiana Fever are probably in a better position now. And I'm not saying that they should have lost the game, but they're in a better position now than it would be if they won. You are better off to be 6, 7, 2, or 3 than you are to be 4 or 5. You don't want to face Minnesota. I know they lost last night to the Sparks. You don't want to face them in the playoffs. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You do not want to face the Minnesota Lynx in the playoffs. They are going to beat you. Someone just said Jackie Young giving Caitlin Clark 19 points. Caitlin Clark did not guard Jackie Young for 1 possession in the first half yesterday. She did not. You mean Kelsey Mitchell was guarding Jackie Young? Like, that's exactly it. That's exactly the point I'm making. That is exactly the point I'm making. A player who Caitlin Clark did not guard for 1 possession during the run. Caitlin Clark is being blamed for her defense. Caitlin Clark was guarding, during that run, she was guarding Jewel Lloyd with 0 points. I admit it. 2 of the turnovers led to fast break layups for Jackie Young. I'll admit that. You can blame Caitlin Clark for 4 of those points. You can blame Caitlin for 4 of them. I admit that. But yeah, I'm just going to get rid of everybody here that's not even just willing to have a proper conversation because I'm just not arsed. But yeah, it's one of those things where, look, this happens. What percentage blame do you give for Caitlin? You give Caitlin, realistically, 50% of the blame for yesterday's game. Like, she single-handedly got them back in the game, but also almost single-handedly lost in the game. I have to give Steph White some blame because I blame Steph White is the main reason that they lost that 20-point lead in the first half. Lexi Hall can't play basketball. Aaliyah Boston, Russia Blood, I don't think people don't, Aaliyah was super in overtime. I don't think people understand how bad Aaliyah Boston was in that last defensive possession. She batted the ball for no reason, batted the ball towards the 3-point line. She's in a position there where even Ace is getting the ball inside the 2 is better than anything. If you're smart and you're not able to catch it, you just bat bat the ball straight up. You don't bat it towards the 3-point line. And then runs towards the ball to leave Chelsea Gray wide open. Like, at the same time, Aaliyah Boston was the main reason they nearly won OT. Kelsey Mitchell missed the free throw. But Kelsey was super hurt in overtime. Lexi Hull was just bad all around, but she wasn't on the floor in overtime, so you can't blame anything for Lexi Hull in OT. Caitlin Clark got them back into it and missed the free throws and threw a incredibly dumb turnover. KK Timpson had a chance to ice the game and she shit herself. Instead of taking a power dribble in for an open layup, she waited 2 seconds and went to AJ Wilson. It is what it is. Like, it is what it is. It's basketball. It happens, and you hope that the Indiana Fever bounce back better from this. You just do. Because if they don't bounce back better from this, that's it. Like, if the Indiana Fever fall to 7 or 8, you give up on the roster. Straight up, because you don't have the cap flexibility to deal with anything. Like, you give up on the roster to the extent that you trade Caitlin Clark. Probably, if they fall, you probably give up on the Caitlin Clark experiment because you don't want to max out Caitlin. If the Indiana Fever implode and fall to 7 or 8, Caitlin Clark's just not who we think she is. And if you're the Indiana Fever, you trade her. Like, that's not. I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Indiana Fever are going to continue to be a good team. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't think that's the case, but if it is the case, then shit, maybe a trade game. Because she's about to trigger a max. But at the same time, yeah, Caitlin Clark taking full blame for that game. And you know what? Rightfully so. Because regardless of every other mistake everyone made, if she just hits a free throw, it's over. And even the late game turnover, like, that shit can always happen. Steph should have called a timeout. There were flaws there. But she just makes a free throw, it's over. Like, it is what it is.